Magandang gabi. Salamat sa panonood. Ako inyong host, JFragment, ex-touring metal musician from centuries ago. This popped up on my feed, and I'm really trying to get into the Filipino culture through its music, film, and documentaries. And this is a documentary. This is some sort of TV show that was a scandal and was rigged, and I love that stuff from my country. So I thought, let's see how the Philippines handled something like this. It's only 12 minutes long. I thought you might want to see it with me.
It's the 20th of August, 2007. Somewhere in a studio in the Philippines, this game show host is about to reveal what's inside this big-ass wheel. He's doing this because this contestant opted out of selecting from this rainbow assortment of wheels to take home 100,000 Philippine pesos, guaranteed. And now this guy...
What's that, 5,000 bucks? Okay, Google, what is 100,000 Filipino pesos in USD?
100,000 Philippine pesos is about $1,630 US dollars.
All right, $1,600. So it's real money. I'm just trying to equate it to stuff here. Okay, 1,600 bucks is a lot of money. All right, so we're aiming to win 100,000 pesos.
Doing this because this contestant opted out of selecting from this rainbow assortment of wheels to take home 100,000 Philippine pesos.
That's like 3 months' salary, average salary, right? About maybe even 4 months ish. Is that right? About 25K average salary. So like 4 months salary is sick.
Pesos, guaranteed. And now this guy wants to show her and the audience just what exactly she could have won. There's just one thing though. This wheel is rigged. This game is rigged. And he's about to reveal that fact in hilariously dumb fashion.
Uh-oh.
We start on the Filipino variety show Wow Wow Lee, hosted by this guy,
Wow Wow
Hello Pappy Wilyonaryo. Now, Willie is a polarizing figure. He is well loved, and he also likes to chew out his staff on air in a very unprofessional manner. And while he
have guys like that here.
he is about to debut a brand new segment today, Wilyonaryo, where contestants could win unbelievable prizes such as 2 million pesos, a house and all, and the most important prize of them all, absolutely nothing. Our contestant for today is a woman named Wang, and after winning 37,000 pesos in the earlier rounds, it's time to bring out the wheels, begin the jackpot phase, and bring in the first red flag. You see, this portion of Wilyonaryo is heavily inspired by Deal or No Deal.
Okay.
Except, the cases are wheels and, more importantly, the contestant doesn't select the wheel that they want. Willie does. But don't worry, he doesn't know what's inside the contents of any of these wheels. Or at least, we hope he doesn't, because if he does, then, well...
That's fucking illegal.
Willie gives
Dana
Wang
White
the
from
right
the UFC.
wheel, then proceeds to ask Wang if she'd like to see the contents inside the wheel, or take home 100,000 pesos. If you were paying attention to the intro, you already know what you chose. But here's red flag number 2. Willie proceeds to beg Wang to just take the cash, even though Wang chose to see what was inside the wheel. Right, totally unsuspicious. Because Willie is just being a really nice guy. He's just being a gentleman, and totally not acting like he knows what's inside. It's not like he'll force a competitor to do something against their will in the future, right? Well, shit. As a result, Wang opts out of seeing the contents. The prize is revealed to be nothing, meaning Wang has just won 137,000 pesos, and now it's Willie's job to show the audience where the main prizes are, starting with the 2 million, which he says is located inside the violet wheel. So, you want to know why this is dumb? Red flag number 3. Willie reveals the contents, and... You don't have to know Tagalog to understand that mistakes have just been made.
Is this one of those magic slide boxes where you slide it one way and it has the, like he just chooses whatever he wants when...
What was once a jackpot wheel is now just complete trash. But maybe Willie misremembered, right? Nope. He immediately says that...
Why are those girls in next to nothing? Hold on. Like there's just girls like... That I didn't know that's part of the game show.
Jackpot wheel
you guys have better shows than us, I guess.
Trash. But maybe Willie misremembered, right?
This is a thing?
Nope. He immediately says that this is wrong, and in an attempt to save face, he then magically pulls out a second film. The correct film this time, so good start, and then just laughs it off as if it was just an honest mistake, guys. And everyone laughs along with him. Wang celebrates her winnings, things go back to normal, and along with him. Wang celebrates her winnings.
Look at this kid right here in the lower right. She is not having a good time. I want to go home. This sucks.
Things go back to normal, and everyone moves on with their lives.
A very real problem.
Before we move on, I want to quickly discuss just how the wheels in Wilyonaryo work. From what I could gather, courtesy of Willie's explanation on the September 4th episode of Wow Wow Wee, the wheels in Wilyonaryo use 3 different types of films, which I have dubbed the shutter film, the prize film, and the blocker film. The shutter film is used by Willie to slowly
it's like one of those magic
and eventually
boxes.
reveal the prize film inside the wheel. But as for the blocker film, well, from what I was able to translate from Willie's explanation, this piece of film is used to create protection for the game in the event a contestant looks from the back.
Sa lamang nakalagay, alam na po kagad niya na may laman ang Wilyonaryo. Kaya lahat po ng wheels na ito, ginawa po lahat ay dalawa ang film. Para po protection po doon sa mga prizes.
I should also note that while Willie attempts to show the blocker films as being blank, there will be video evidence later on that shows otherwise, so keep that in mind for later.
Is this a real scandal?
In any event,
or is this like...
Remember how I said that people moved on with their lives after this incident? Not only did nobody move on from this incident, but this apparent attempt at rigging was so eyebrow-raising that it eventually led to a full-on inquiry, which itself was partially made thanks to evidence gained by the DTI, the Department of Trade and Industry, and more importantly, this man. Meet Joey De Leon, comedian, columnist, and most importantly, co-host of a rival variety show, Eat Bulaga,
Yeah,
which
I've heard of this
itself
one.
airs on this network, GMA, which is important because Wow Wow Wee doesn't air on GMA, but rather this network, ABS-CBN.
Oh, I've heard of that one too.
Long story short, GMA and ABS-CBN were fierce rivaling networks during this time period, and right now, ABS-CBN was kinda sorta crapping their pants. And while ABS-CBN tried to calm everyone down by saying that this was nothing more than a technical error because the game was brand new, Joey had other ideas. Several days after the incident, Joey writes his latest edition of De Leon's Den for the Manila Bulletin. Here it is right here. Don't worry, there's no need...
Is this guy getting thrown under the bus because they had a new game and the film system, like he wasn't good at it? Or is this a real scandal where this guy screwed up? Like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Where's the good guy?
To translate this because most of it is completely irrelevant, except for this part. Teasing is not bad, cheating is. On TV. On the 29th of August, Willie responds on Wow Wow Wee with tears in his eyes, proclaiming that he is not a cheat, that Joey was an inspiration to him, but that he was sick and tired of the harassment he received, in part because of what Joey wrote, and that he wanted Joey to not call him a cheat no more, as well as wanting public support. Joey had other ideas. The very next day, as a way to kickstart Eat Bulaga, Joey goes on a bit of a monologue, detailing how he saw everything he needed to know on YouTube. Joey then jokingly calls out any senators watching Eat
Binabati ko
Bulaga.
nanonood. Alam nyo, inuuna nyo yung Hello Garci. Bakit hindi nyo muna unahin tong Hello Pappy? Joke lang, joke!
And in a quote that is now synonymous with the scandal,
Explain before you complain.
now, remember that inquiry that I mentioned at the top? Well, it just so happens that said inquiry was proposed on the same day as Joey's monologue by one Mar Rojas, chair of the Senate Trade and Commerce Committee. Eventually, Willie and Joey were able to make amends and, just kidding, of course they didn't. Willie publicly apologized again on the September 4th edition of Wow Wow Wee. 4 days later, Joey was interviewed about said apology and straight up refused to accept it. The reason? And I'm not making this up, he wanted 2 crying co-hosts to be present while they, and I'm assuming Willie, apologized to him. which is possibly the most petty reason to deny an apology that I've ever read. And wait, do you guys hear that? The sizzle? The smell? Do you know what that smell is? Beef! Beef! Now, remember how I said that there was video evidence
What is
suggesting
happening
that this
right now?
game was designed to be rigged? Well, let me introduce to you the Kitamo footage.
There we go.
On the 17th of January 2008, a user by the name of Adsmadiah02 uploads this video, which would later be shortened and dubbed the Kitamo video. While the video itself is what you'd expect from something uploaded 18 years ago, this footage is from a practice session for Wilyonaryo, and it's this part that I want to highlight. As Willy slowly and carefully reveals what's inside, it is very clear that the Zero film is inside this wheel,
Sure.
which again represents a prize of nothing. Willy then closes the shutter, and then, as if by magic, Willy pulls back the shutter to reveal a .5
Yeah,
film,
that's a problem.
representing 500,000 pesos. This
Yeah,
is
that's-
the smoking gun.
Yeah, that's a
Just
problem.
Look at how seamless the switch is when Willy is pulling back on the shutter. 1 second it's a .5, the next it's a 0. And remember,
Oh,
this
no.
.5 film is meant to act as the blocker film that I mentioned earlier. The quote-unquote second film that is used for protection purposes. He even does this again on the September 4th episode. Just look at how he easily switches between the two films inside the wheel. Which means that protection might not have been the intended purpose of the blocker film. In any event, this, along with several other findings, were enough for the DTI to flag ABS-CBN in 2008 for violations of the Consumers Act of the Philippines. The game show segment allowed a reasonable likelihood of error, and provided the host and organizers significant latitude in controlling the outcome of the contest.
Do you guys
In
remember
the end,
this?
ABS-CBN were fined 290,000 pesos for the whole ordeal.
That's like a year's worth of salary. If you make 25,000 pesos a month-ish.
Deal. After Hello Pappy, the Wilyonaryo segment was used sparingly. It was even used on the same day that Willy made his emotional apology.
Oh, now I
But at the
understand
end-
all the girls. It's supposed to be like Deal or No Deal with all the models or whatever. I get it.
The segment was abandoned altogether. Wee would continue to air for a few more years, but on the 30th of July 2010, Wee aired their final episode. On that same day, Eat Bulaga was celebrating their 31st anniversary.
Wow.
And even today, despite being on a new network, Eat Bulaga is still airing,
Wow.
with Joey De Leon still hosting. Willy would ultimately leave ABS-CBN that same year, host some more variety shows, be part of this scandal that I mentioned earlier, where he forced the kid to do a quote-unquote macho dance, despite the kid being very uncomfortable and visibly distraught. And then, in 2015, he joined GMA, where he would host the creatively named variety show, Wow Win. At this point, Willy and Joey mended fences, and Joey even helped Willy transition into GMA.
Really?
Wawa Win
We're
would
helping the
ultimately
sexual
conclude
predator
in
now?
2023, at which point, Willy had already decided to embark on a political career. He even chose to run for Senate in 2025. He failed, and as a result, he is back hosting more variety shows. He's attempting to bring back Wawa Win in
Oh, man.
mid-2026.
Shouldn't you guys be
and
canceling him?
Most importantly, in early 2026, he hosted another show called, and I'm not making this up, Wilyonaryo. Ah yes, it comes full circle, doesn't it? A show named after a segment that was involved in a game show rigging scandal that you have now heard of.
That's wild. I mean, all of it was like, I don't know, like you mess with someone when they're trying to win free money. That sucks, but game shows do that. I get it. It's a scandal, sure. It's against the law, at least here, and it is in the Philippines too. You guys have your basically your Federal Trade Commission, your FTC. I forget what you guys called it, but same deal. But the fact that he's forcing kids to gyrate on him, like, shouldn't we be done with this dude? Is it just me? Should we fly him to Epstein's Island? I mean, what are we doing here? And This guy shouldn't be near contestants. He shouldn't have power over people ever again. Cannot be trusted. It's going to make people gyrate for a wheel of cheese or something. Like, the guy is not, I don't know. Maybe I'll get canceled because he's a beloved talk show host there. Let me know. I am loving digging into this culture through its music and documentaries. So if you have documentaries you'd like me to see, I've got a list of my own. I think they're pretty neat. But if you have ones especially that might lead me to some sort of discovery or, oh, now I get it kind of thing, that'd be great. Recommend it in the comments below. Thank you so much.